this is UFC President Dana White, and you're listening to the Cheap Pop Radio.
Whoa, man, Ryan, man, I'm glad you made it back to work this week, brother. Before we start recording, I just wanted to check on you and, make sure you're okay.
Dude, man, I got to complain about $20 man, dude, because it's either me or him. That's where we're at with this bullshit, dude. I'm being serious, man.
Tell it.
Well, look, man, Ryan, just calm down. You never told me what happened with the cops. What really happened?
Dude, it's a big fucking mess, dude. And it's not even just, it's not just that. He's making jokes about me. He makes jokes about my wife, dude. He smells bad. He has bad breath. Well, dude, the other night he was outside of my house, dude. Okay? He was outside my house at midnight. The cops came over the next morning. They wanted a search warrant on my fucking house, dude. And they found a big pile of shit in the backseat of my car, dude.
Whoa. Look, Ryan, we've known $20 man for a long time. He's not my favorite person, but he's never got cops called or, took a dump in anybody's stuff. He's annoying, but I don't think he would do that.
Look, dude, Look, I'm sorry, dude, but I'm just upset, dude. He's ruining my life, dude. This show is ruining my life, dude. My marriage is falling apart, dude. I can't keep up with the bills anymore. Hang on. Dude, this is shit stressful, man. It ain't worth it,
Ryan,
man.
I understand that shit is stressful. Virginia, she did a poo in my bed one time because I was late picking her up from work. I know it sucks, but brother, I promise it's going to get better. You don't have to quit. Tell Maddie I'm sorry, and we'll make it up to her.
Dude, look, man. All I got to say is this had to be him. This had to be him, dude. I mean, who else wears glasses and walks around with a freaking Goodwill suit on, dude? It's ridiculous, man.
Look, man, Brian, I hate to cut you off, but look, man, we got to record the show. Just calm down. And then, me, you, and Maddie will all go out. We'll have some drinks and we'll talk about it. We'll get this settled. And I'll talk to $20 man and we'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Look, dude, I trust you and everything, but Maddie's fucking pissed, dude. And she thinks it's one of your hoes that did this shit, dude. No, I'm being serious, man.
No. It wasn't my hoes. Look, Ryan, let's just calm down.
Okay, all right.
Let's just go. Look, why don't you go outside? And grab you a piece of pizza and kind of take a minute and kind of calmly collect yourself.
All right, man. One word of advice, though, man. You got to drop these toxic hoes, dude. It's ruining everything, man.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's go get you a piece of pizza.
All right.
God, man, Jerry, I'm glad he's gone, man. Fucking drama queen.
I see him all the time at that bar with the street. Now he's bleeding in the kitchen, tracking mud off his feet. And he's looking at me like I'll be to help him or die. Until he sees in my eyes that I'm on his side. I hand him my keys, I say you better move fast. There's a J in the ashtray and plenty of gas. He throws me the cash and says I'll be back for this. I say yeah, well don't be surprised if there's a little bit of missing. His gold teeth getting red, a big old grin. He said we'll talk about that when I see him again. He shook my hand, and shook his back. Felt like I was about to have a heart attack until they finally drove around. Oh, God damn. Helicopters over the house again sometime. You rise above it. Sometimes you stay below. Somewhere in between believing in heaven and facing the devil you know. Facing the devil you know.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Cheap Pops Radio, coming at you live from the studio apartment in Tomball, Texas. This is Thomas, the Hitman Barnes. I'm here with my right-hand man, the Oracle, Jerry Futch.
Killing it.
And we've got radical, ranting, raving Ryan Shaw.
Man, maybe it was a good idea to take off a week or two. That was the stupidest intro ever, but whatever, man.
I know you had a rough week last week. I
Yeah.
mean, we don't want to get too much into your personal business. We know that the police were involved.
Yeah.
We know that Dung was involved.
All kinds of stuff, man. And it's pretty much destroying my life, but here I am. I'm here, dude. I'm dedicated.
Man, you gotta stop saying Cheap Pops Radio is destroying your life. Like, imagine being the show ho. Like, I have to deal with being the show ho.
I mean, dude, it's destroying long-distance relationships. It's destroying close personal ones. It's like people... and you're laughing, dude, but that shit's for real, man. Shit.
Hey, boy, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, Jerry's got something. Jerry's popping.
Well,
in.
I think it's funny that you're like, oh, I've got to be the show ho, but Ryan has somebody shitting. Where?
Dude, in my back seat, dude.
In his back seat.
Come on.
That's evil. That's coming literally to his back seat. I don't think you have to be the show ho.
Dude, I'm a
just
fucking
saying.
swear. I'll admit it, dude. I don't do shit.
Oh, yeah.
I don't do anything,
Oh, yeah,
man.
yeah.
I just live my life. I just want to pay my taxes and not get arrested and just live a peaceful life. And there's a turd in my back seat, man. The cops are search warrant.
We talked about it last time. Like, Virginia did it to me. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard dealing with these women. You know? Hashtag us too.
This isn't normal, man.
I don't think
Dropping
it was-
deuces in the
I
back
don't
seat
think
of
it was $20 man, bro. It's
don't
got to be
know,
something
man.
different.
I don't know. We'll see.
But then
I don't
again,
know.
you know, we did have that weird guy, that real Genghis Bond guy come by.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
he
I'm so
was in the
glad I wasn't
area,
here. I'm so glad I
and he
wasn't here.
seemed pretty trashy.
Those promo marks, man. Don't get me started.
So he's not going to be back, right?
I hope not.
Better.
I sincerely hope not. But, you know, it's been an interesting week aside
Yeah.
from, you know, your drama and your affairs.
Yeah.
We had Mother's Day. We had Star Wars Day.
Yeah, man. A lot of cool things coming up, you know. And then speaking of Star Wars, you got Obi-Wan hitting at the end of the month. You got Ahsoka coming out. That one's gonna come out a little later. They're doing production on it now, but I'm excited. It's a good
What's
time.
crazy is like all these different streaming apps. Like there's literally, we're at the golden age, like the streaming wars.
Yeah.
Like everybody is just throwing out their best television on the Netflix. You know, Netflix has Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Netflix has you know, the show about the stalker. And then you got, you know, Disney Plus. Disney Plus has got Marvel, Moon Knight, WandaVision.
Yep.
They've got Star Wars,
All the Simpsons.
all the Simpsons.
They have. I mean, if you're a cartoon lover like me, they got like the X-Men from the '90s on there, the Spider-Man from the '90s. It's like a library. Paramount Plus.
Well,
Star Trek. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Dude.
Paramount's got that Star Trek, and that's killer for me.
Oh, it's
Like that Strange New Worlds.
amazing.
That show was really fucking good.
You know, in that show, speaking of, I wanted to bring that up because I won't give it away for those who haven't seen it yet, but it hit hard. It hit close to home because of some stuff they showed into it. It made Maddie tear up. That's how hard it hit because it felt real. It's like, dude, that's where we are now. And it gives you hope because it's like it has this message. Well, we went past that and look what, I mean, we have the Federation now.
Strange New World is kind of like the Orville without the dick jokes.
It is.
You know what I mean?
It's
like,
a serious Orville.
Yeah, like the Orville is a fun show.
I love that
I'll always
show.
love the Orville. I'll always have a soft spot in my heart for it.
Me too.
But Strange New Worlds is like the Orville with that. It's like old school. It's like TNG.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, I love how they made Spock like a sex symbol.
Dude, Spock is killing it.
Because you remember
show.
like Leonard Nimoy, like back in the old Star Trek, live longer, prosper.
Yeah.
And that's lived on for years, and he did such a good job. And for years, no one could see Spock without thinking of Leonard Nimoy.
But he's got swagger now.
Now
dude.
he's got abs, he's got
Yeah,
swagger, he gets
dude.
hoes.
He was telling that one chick like he was just. I mean, she proposed to him. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
But the show is Paramount's doing a great job. It's movie level production shit. It's like going to the movies and watching it like on your screen. It's amazing, dude. And they still capture that essence of Star Trek. It's just more modernized, I guess. It's more like current for the times, I guess. It feels that 60s vibe.
What I really loved is that came out on Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
So what I did was I stopped this little Mexican joint right here. Los Arcos, the one that me and Jerry already discussed, is mostly pretty trash.
Yeah.
But I was like, well, Cinco de Mayo, so I got like 3 margaritas. I got an enchilada plate. I came back home, and I watched the Star Trek Picard, the finale for season 2, and then right after that was Strange New Worlds. I literally spent Cinco de Mayo like
Star
watching
Trek.
Star Trek, yeah.
Not a bad Cinco de Mayo, dude. Because I've only seen one episode of the 2nd season of Picard. That was with you, and I was blown away. I was blown away by it because it's like if you're a Next Generation.
The
cinematography was like a movie. It's like watching a actual like high level summer blockbuster, but it's an episode of a show. That's how good they produce these streaming.
That's the thing with these streaming wars.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot. Most everything on these streaming apps is really well done. Like if you go to Amazon Prime, we haven't even talked about them. They've got The Boys.
They got The Boys.
That's one of the hottest shows right now.
I highly recommend on Amazon Prime watching Invincible. It's excellent.
I love that.
Invincible's
a really
great
good
show. Great show.
And it's got that timely story with like the evil dad and the son.
So good. So good. Yeah. And what's really weird though is we're in the age of streaming, but right now all the platforms, their stocks are tanking right now. Netflix has lost tons of subscribers. I cut my Netflix.
You gotta think
I cut
too.
my Netflix.
You gotta cut out Russia.
Yeah, that
Everybody,
too.
all the streaming apps are
That's a
losing
good point.
subscribers.
That's a good point. I didn't even
the
think
sanctions
of
on Russia. Like, you don't want to be like, oh, Amazon Prime is still sending the boys out to Russia, even though Putin's an asshole.
that.
You know what I mean? That's a big deal now. Nobody wants to be called out like that on social media. Like, cancel culture has really gone that far now.
Fuck that. Russia still has people, man. No. Like, people can go to hell. Like, seriously, fuck all the cancel culture.
Yeah.
There's still just regular ass people in Russia that
That's
just
what I
want to
think.
see what happens.
I think so,
I agree
too.
with that, too.
And the Russian people aren't responsible.
No.
Yeah.
And I think if they had a choice, the whole thing wouldn't have even started.
They wouldn't have done it. Yeah, it's what it is in Russia. You got these guys that are 65 and up that were old Soviet Union guys, and they want to relive their glory days because they know they're about to, be off this planet in about 10 to 15 years. So they're trying to relive those glory days and cement their legacy. I think that's just my theory.
I think that the older politician is the problem around the world.
The whole
politically
world.
with everybody.
Yeah, I was going to
Because
say.
even here in America,
Yeah.
you can tell Biden's out of touch.
Dude,
You can tell
big
Trump was completely out of touch.
They're all out of touch. All these guys. Anybody that's 75 and up, it's time to step aside and enjoy your twilight years at home and just you did your work. Let the people that are young and invigorated.
The world is so progressive to a point.
Yeah.
The older people just will not understand it. And
It freaks them out.
Exactly, they get scared. And no matter how you explain it, even if you're not speaking to them accusatively, like
Yeah.
acting like you're a dumbass, you're just saying, hey, this is why this is wrong, and this is why it has to change. They don't get it.
Yeah.
So politicians were supposed to be engineers and farmers. Like, we were an agrarian society.
Yes.
And everybody was just supposed to be regular ass people. And the lawyers stepped in and figured out how to, the lawyers figured out how to make it so convoluted that the only people who could be in office are lawyers. And
Lawyers.
That's how we got screwed up.
It's true. That's part of it. It's for sure part of it. I mean, look at all those senators and everybody. Just about everybody's a lawyer or a doctor some kind of way. That's about
Oh,
it.
like the stuff with that popped out this last week too, like
Yeah.
Roe versus Wade, and that being overturned. How crazy is that? Like 50 years later.
No kidding.
What else are they going to overturn? That's what I want to
after
know.
50 years of finding out the
Yeah.
most efficient ways to get this done for the women that need this to be done.
Yeah.
You're going to say, well, after we spent all this time researching it and making it better and easier. And not that it's easy and not that it's
No,
okay,
yeah, that's something for
but
women to
it's
decide
like
on their own.
we've
though.
made this better and it's been better for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as a man, I don't even think it's all right to even say
No, I have
what
no.
we think about it.
Yeah, exactly. I feel the same way. And my what I'm concerned, and this is just me fear mongering to myself, but I watch a lot of political stuff. I just don't talk about it to people, but I just watch, I observe, because I'm not on one side or the other. I think they're both full of shit, and for the most part. But you had like Meet the Press, I think it was, or Sunday Morning CBS is one of those CNN. That's what it was. They had the governor of Mississippi on there, and Jake Tapper was interviewing him, and he said, with Roe being thrown out possibly, and there could possibly be a nationwide ban, not just let the states decide, but you could possibly run something with Republicans taking over the majority, most likely in the midterms. They could just have a thing where abortion's done for nationwide. And he asked the governor, would you consider banning birth control next, and contraceptives? He wouldn't answer him. He's like, well, we're not at that point yet. And he was like, yes or no, and he wouldn't say anything. That's crazy to me.
My issue with this is if a woman has already decided that this child, because women are nurturers.
Yeah.
If that woman has already decided this child will have a bad life for whatever reason,
Yeah.
as a woman, she would know. And so
Right.
you're telling her,
Yeah.
you have to have this child, but she's already in her mind made up, I cannot give this child what he needs, or the father cannot give it, or the world cannot give it.
See, here's my problem with that whole mindset though of cutting off abortion. Let's care about the baby after it comes out of the woman.
Exactly.
Because are you going to extend child tax credits for single parents? Are you going to pass a bill that helps lower child care for
And what-
daycares? There's a lot of single parent homes in this country.
And I have the same question that I have about so whenever we start talking about immigration, I always ask, why in the fuck is immigration? If you want everyone to come here legally, then why does it cost people who have no money $10,000?
Exactly.
Why isn't there a clear path? Well, if you give such a shit about kids being born, then why is it so hard to adopt one? Why are there so many kids who are living
Exactly.
in old
system.
fucking project homes in the system? And my wife and I, we can't adopt a kid. We have a room right now. We would adopt a kid, and we can't because it's so incredibly prohibitive.
Yep.
If you're going to do it,
It
then
is.
build a path for that kid. That kid that was born
Yep.
because you insisted that kid be born, just give him a
That's
chance.
a very valid
But
point.
that's my whole thing. It's like you say life is precious and in the sanctity of life and all this stuff, but then after the kid's born, they don't want it's socialism. But I'm like thinking, I'm sorry, but a single mom working at wherever, that shit happens. People that are married that don't want kids get pregnant sometimes. You know, things happen. You can't just be on your P's and Q's all the time and be perfect. That's like, they say personal responsibility, but dude, things happen sometimes. It's weird.
It's
like
easy for a politician to say personal responsibility because they have very little.
True.
Other than going and doing like these little bullshit, like, you know, talking in front of like, you know, the Supreme Court, which is an important job. I'll give them. It's an important job.
Yeah.
But that's all you do, and half of it is so acted. Like when you see Ted Cruz,
It's theater.
it's theater. Ted Cruz has already stood in his bathroom.
Yes.
Or stood in front of his wife. Hey, baby, what do you think about this? It said like 10 minutes worth of bullshit.
Actually, he has a team of people that he stands around that tell him what to say, and he says it back to them, and they feed ideas off of each other in his office. And then he marches his ass down there
Ted
to
Cruz
say,
is actually
he's a smart guy.
He's
Ted Cruz is a
That's the smart thing about him.
Ted Cruz is a smart man. Is he a jackass? Yes. He's an opportunist. He's an opportunist. He's smart as fuck, though. He knows the law because he clerked in the Supreme Court. I believe he clerked under Rehnquist, the former Chief Justice. So, yeah, he's smart. Scary, too.
Ted Cruz, man, you gotta watch him, man. I have bad thoughts about him in the future.
Me too.
And on that note, we're gonna take a break, and we're gonna be right back here on Cheap Pops Radio, sponsored by JMT Shirts, Cartoon U, and Loco Wrestling.
Have you ever looked at your DM and then realized 5 minutes later there's way more messages than there was? Have you ever gone to bed with your email inbox empty and then you wake up 8 hours later and there's 20 messages sitting in there and they all telling you, I know what you doing at night, who you been talking to, why are you doing this to me, all that unnecessary shit. In every moment of your life you realize they following me, they stalking me. That's when you know this is a serious matter.
My name is Thomas Barnes, professional podcaster, former pro wrestling referee, father, grandfather, and I too have been stalked by a Savage 403. And if not for the Cheap Pops Cyberstalking Division, I might not be here today.
Cyberstalking is a serious crime and it must be reported. That's why Cheap Pop Investigations has opened a new Cyberstalking Crimes Investigations Unit. Give us a call at cpi.com. Just hit the inbox and let Cheap Pop Crew help you. It's serious. It ain't no laughing matter.
The Cheap Pop Cyberstalking Division features specialists like Dracula
It's not cool!
and Jeb America.
Stop that. Don't fucking do it.
So remember, cyberstalking crimes is a really big deal. It's serious and it must be stopped. Call Cheap Pop Investigations today. CPI.com.
Side streets and the summer heat. The woods are fast when the boredom breeds. Latchkey, you gotta come clean. Mission impossible at 17. As the perfect world turns, major malfunction in the heart of the concern. Another no name on the fire freeway. Who's to blame? Mother says there's a face. Somewhere down in suburbia, it ain't right. Somewhere down in suburbia, it ain't right. Somewhere down in suburbia, it ain't right. No, it ain't right. Dead end scream a teenage warning. Opportunity's not even knocking. Learn to drown if you can't swim. Drop out if you can't drop in. And when lessons don't get learned, that dysfunctional discouraged voice is going hurt. Another closed door means more losers. The desperate youth stumbles the avenue. Somewhere down in suburbia.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Cheap Pops Radio. It's Thomas the Hitman Barnes, Ryan Shaw, Jerry Futch. And you know, we've got a busy month coming up. We're talking to a lot of crazy people. We're talking to a lot of cool people. Like tonight, we got my bae, my personal favorite, the hottest woman in America.
Oh, yeah.
Alonna Deville, the rapper.
Yeah, she's awesome, man. We've had her on before. It was a great interview. Can't wait to catch up with her here in a few minutes.
Oh, yeah,
always a good time.
And they're coming up later this month by special request of, the $20 man. Because I would never ask him. I mean, because it's Stoney only.
Yeah.
Like, Stoney only.
I love Stoney, man. You hate on TDC and all those people.
Yeah,
I love Stoney, man. I know.
What does TDC even mean?
I don't even know, dude. But
What does TDC even
I don't
mean?
even know, honestly.
And like, do I want to talk to Stoney? No, but the $20 man asked me, and I know you got beef with him right now over some
fucking shit
over a pile of
in the back of my car.
in the back of your car.
Not Stoney. We're talking about a $20.
Well, I don't know. It might be Stoney.
Nah,
Like, how well do we know him?
I know him well.
How well do
I'm
we
gonna vouch
know
for him.
him? And then we also got one of our old friends, one of our Coast to Coast buddies.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring Coast to Coast. It's been a while. We're gonna bring Coast to Coast out of mothballs.
Yeah.
So we can talk to Buddy Webb.
Yeah, Buddy Webb, great guy. Love catching up with him. He's already come on a couple of times, I believe. We've had him on 2 or 3
The
times.
thing about Buddy, I believe him.
I do too.
But his story is so crazy.
Well, it's like he said before. Buddy said this before. You can make a movie out of this. It's so crazy. I mean, it's so crazy, but it's true. And I believe him because the amount of work this guy's put in. I mean, he's got cameras everywhere. He's got documentation. There's dirty cops. Rosie Rodriguez, and there's just all kinds. It's just no pun intended, but it's a big web of. It all connects. It all connects. It's great, and I love having him on. I love having him on because he breaks it down for you, and it's really great for people to hear his story.
He literally breaks it down.
And people need to hear his story. I think people. I wish we could get more people on that have crazy stories like that, because there's things that happen in life that we can't explain, and sometimes we can't explain, but more people need to know about it.
I think it's kind of the way the world is. It's easier to kind of cast those people out and shut them down, as opposed to just giving them a chance to say what they feel and to tell you their story. And we've been really blessed with the people we've had working on this show. With the people we've interviewed on this show.
Gotta give Patrick Terrio a shout out.
I always love my brother Patrick from Eisenhower.
He's got to come back on.
The ghost hunter, the most famous ghost hunter in Texas.
Yeah, Ghost Texas.
And if not I can't think of a more popular ghost hunter than him.
Dude, speaking of production, man,
Yeah.
come on, their production's amazing.
Texas.
Amazing
Ghost
production.
Texas.
I love it. It's fun.
The Dark Defender. Jerry's always asking us about our resident superhero, the Dark Defender.
Yeah. And people, listen, if you got a crazy story or something that somebody that lives an interesting life, contact us. We'd love to have you on. I mean, seriously, we love letting people tell their stories and put themselves over. I mean, it's not about us, it's about everybody. It's a great way to keep the Cheap Pops universe alive. I mean, anything goes on our show. We're not one thing. We love wrestling, but we're not all about it. We talk about everything on here.
We do pretty much.
Yeah.
We talk about food, TV,
Everything. And people shitting in the back of cars.
I don't want to talk about that right now. No. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break. And we're going to be back with my bae, Alonna Deville, on Cheap Pops Radio, sponsored by Loco Wrestling, Cartoon U, and JMT Shirts.
This is your favorite artist, Ryan Shaw with Cartoon U. Check out my website, cartoon-u.com, your place for custom art, fan art, wrestling art, and logo designs. Use promo code CHEAPPOPS19 for a 15% off your order. And give me a follow on Instagram at CartoonRyan.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Cheap Pops Radio. And this week we've got my favorite guest. Like, we've interviewed a lot of crazy people over time. We've interviewed wrestlers, poets, baseball announcers, but my favorite, my bae, the baddest chick on the planet, rapper Alonna Deville. Welcome to Cheap Pops Radio.
What's up, y'all?
What's up?
Man, so what's up? I got my boy Ryan Shaw with me and Jerry Futch. And I see you on social media. Like, you know how to work that social media. You be posting those pictures with links to your music videos. You be making those moves. Like, you use every facet. Like, you're a very intelligent person. And it's very obviously, like, when you listen to your lyrics, like, you're not just like an average chick, but you've also got a certain look about you. And so you found a way to kind of harmonize those things, and make a big hustle out of all of it. So tell us about your hustles.
So my hustles, first of all, I'm a rapper, singer. I write my own music. I could dance a little bit, with some choreography. I could do it just about anything. I got my own little clothing line, Slugging Apparel. I can crochet now. I'm a hustler. I gotta get my money.
Damn, my mom crochets too.
I crochet a blanket and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I might have to get back with you. That's wifey kind of shit right there.
Oh my god. I got my OnlyFans popping off. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Jane of all trades, so I could twerk a little bit and crochet and cook. Goddamn it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Jack of all trades.
So tell us, like, what's the most exciting part about everything you do? Like, because, for us, like, we do the podcast, we meet all kinds of different people, we work in pro wrestling, and there's good sides and there's bad sides of all of that. Like, there's the fun, like, for me, like, you work in wrestling. It's fun, like, messing with the fans and, sometimes being a little bit of a dick. That way they boo you. You know what I mean? You're a rapper, so, you've got your own little... What's, like, your perks and, like, what's your, like, oh, my God, this kind of sucks? The shit you hate doing.
Shit I hate doing?
Both. Like, the best and the worst.
Okay, well, I mean, probably the best thing is that I can talk shit to people and they're not even shocked. It's like they expect it. So, they inbox me and I'm like, what? What do you want? You know what I'm saying? I could be like an asshole to people and they don't even give a shit because they're like, oh, she a rapper. You know what I'm saying? But no, for real though. The best part is really that I get to, express myself musically and I get to, say what's on my mind. And basically, it's like freedom of speech for real. I can express myself through my music. If I'm feeling a certain way, I can write about it, share with all you people. But the worst part is sometimes, you get a situation where somebody got a similar song to yours and it gets a little irritating. It'd be like, what the fuck? I came up with this shit first, damn it. So, yeah.
One of the funny, like, have you ever had like a rap beef? Like you hear the stories about like Biggie or Tupac, and you'll see Drake being shady to someone. Like, have you ever had one of those like those rapper beefs?
No, I've never had no rap beef before. I'm like the rap sis. I'll be cool with everybody, but I mean, if anybody is throwing shade at me or sneak dissing, they ain't never mentioned my name. So if they were beefing, they were beefing by their damn self, to be frankly honest. If they didn't approach me about the situation or at me, if they ain't say, Alana Deville is this, Alana Deville that, or inbox me, then I don't know who the fuck you talking to. It's all subliminals to me.
Well, and I'm sure, too, you get some jealousy shade. But,
absolutely.
Because you're hot. People notice you because you're a lyrical assassin. Like, you're really assassin. Good. Yes.
My savage rap bitch.
So tell us about like some jealousy shade. Tell us a story.
Well, I don't know. I have to think of something specifically. You got me put on the spot, but it's been situations where I done posted something before. And I've seen people like, oh, these plus size girls think they this or think they that, or people think they can wear anything. And I be like, oh, so you gonna post that right after what I posted? or I'll say, oh, know your worth, don't change your prices and shit like that. And then I'll see somebody make a post right after that, and people be like, oh, people ain't even got that much clout and they charging all this money. Like, oh my God, y'all literally just made the fucking post. Are you serious?
You know what it is though, because I'm an artist, and
Okay.
So I noticed it's kind of like I guess entertainment in industry wide. People that don't produce anything are the biggest shit talkers. People that don't put stuff out, they're the first ones to comment stuff like that. They hate because they're not coming up with anything. They're not putting any content out. That's what I think.
It's pretender syndrome.
Yep.
But the fun part about that is that I know that they paying attention, so I was like, okay, cool. You saw my post. Thanks for letting me know. Could have liked it, bitch.
Yeah. Thanks for hating. Who are you?
Right, thank you. Shit.
Yeah, and I wanted to talk to you too, like about your music videos. Like you've got a really great production. Like
Thank you.
that's one thing I've noticed because you watch some some bands or some rappers, and their videos are a little bit more on the simpler side, or they're a little bit cheaper wise with production. But it looks like you go all out because your stuff looks like a movie.
I feel like if I'm going to do it, I may as well go hard and do it for real if I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I do notice that sometimes these little low-budget videos do better than my videos that I put all of this time and quality and money into, but that's okay because at the end of the day, my brand is my brand, and when they look at Alonna Deville, they're going to be like, she's a brand. She got them nice-ass videos. She be dressed right. Her dancers be on point. Everybody be looking good. Hair be done, everything be on point. You know what I'm saying? It's a certain image that I'm looking for, that I'm going for. So regardless of how many views that shit get, at the end of the day, I'm protecting my brand. So yeah, it gotta look good. I want my shit to look BET ready, or whatever YouTube ready now, because I ain't nobody really. Anyways.
So what else? Tell us about like that work. Like, tell us about you're shooting a video. It's the first day. You show up at 9, 10 in the morning, 6 in the morning. What's the first thing that happens? Kind of walk us through that process of making a video.
Probably some coffee is probably the first thing that's going to happen in the morning time. And 9 times out of 10, I don't even eat until the end of the day because I don't be wanting to be bloated, or I don't want to eat nothing that's going to make me sleepy or feel no type of way. You ever eat some shit that make you feel bad for the rest of the day?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't eat nothing. I drink some water and some coffee maybe. Other than that, I'm not eating shit. I feed the people that come to the shoot, but I'm not eating nothing because that's my luck. That's my luck.
So how long does it take to make the actual video?
Most of my videos are shot in one day. I've never took more than one day to shoot a video. I say we get it all done in one day. I'll be like, we're gonna spend 1.5 hours at this location, a half an hour at this location, and another hour at this location. We're gonna get in and we're gonna get out.
Got you. Like Miss Franklin. It was like a really good video. That's a great tune. And the way it's filmed, it's obvious the person that filmed it and the person that directed it and that produced it knows what they're doing.
Yes. So that's my homeboy DVS, D-Tuck Films. He's based out of St. Louis. I actually shot that video in St. Louis at this bomb ass cathedral out there in St. Louis. I can't think what the name is, but y'all don't need to know anyway, because I don't need nobody stealing my locations. I hate stealing my locations. I want to know. Okay? Private location is remote. Anyways, I think that video was actually shot in 2 days because we couldn't get the other location to the next day because we shot it at the church. Then we had another scene outside of the club where I was walking in front of that cute little car where I was parked with the money and shit. And then I had the other scene where we was at a studio. So I think we did the studio scene the second day. But that was a really fun video. I ain't gonna lie. I got married to the money in that video, so it was a really good feeling. I was like, I might not ever get married, so let me just go all out.
I don't know. You know, Elon Musk is trying to buy everything right now.
Hey, I have a question for you. So what? When did you know you wanted to get in the rap game? When was it? Like how old, or just when you came to the realization that, you know what, I want to get in this rap game. I want to become a rapper. I want to become a brand, and have my, you know, like you got all this stuff going on. When did you decide to kind of go in that direction?
I was a late bloomer. I was in college when I decided. I like just got in college, like my second year of college, when I was like, all right, I'm finna rap for real, for real. Everybody like, you rapping now? But I did music my whole entire life, though. I always did music.
Okay.
I would sing, I would perform in different places and shit like that. And I was just like, I bet you I can rap. Matter of fact, I know I can rap. Matter of fact, I'm about to start rapping. And I did that.
That's awesome.
Awesome. So tell us about you. You know, we're gonna play that single here in a few minutes. You know, tell us about Rodeo. Tell us about the songwriting process. You know, the ideas for the song. Tell us about the video.
It all started with, I just wanted to dress like a cowgirl, okay? I'm gonna be real honest with y'all. I just wanted to dress like a cowgirl so bad. I was like, ooh, I just want some little strings hanging from the jacket arm, and I want that cowgirl hat on, and I want the girl sexy and thick with the, you know, the cowgirl boots and stuff.
Right.
And I had found a beat from someone else, and he's like, oh, I gave that to my cousin because we didn't do nothing with the first beat yet. I'm like, well, that first beat was shitty. But anyway, whatever, skip you. I found somebody else who had an even better beat and did it to that song. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to put a feature on this. I'm not even going to write a second verse. I'm going to just go ahead and first verse it, and I'm going to put a feature on it. And I was told by a mutual friend about a young lady named Bonnie Dollar out in Cali. And I listened to her, and I was like, oh, my gosh, she's so cute. She got bars. I listened to her. I was like, okay, girl, I see you. I see you. She actually was on an episode of Love and Hip Hop and everything. And, you know, when I originally reached out to her, she was so, you know what I'm saying, nice and sweet. So I was like, cool, this is perfect. So I'm like, girl, let's do the song together. You know what I'm saying? She threw me a little deal or whatever. And he did the verse. And I was like, this is what the fuck I'm talking about. This is what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm like, can you do a video scene for it? And mind you, this was all in the middle of COVID. This was all in the middle of COVID, so I wasn't trying to like really fly out there or have her fly out here with the COVID numbers being so high.
Right.
So I was like, let's just pay your videographer, send me the footage, and we can merge that shit together. And I know people watch the video and don't even know we're in two different locations. But see, my thought process for the video was this. People in the industry have been shooting videos in two different locations since the beginning of time. Everybody ain't got time to be flying out. We got other shit to do. And, you know what I'm saying? She got her own life and her own projects to work on. She ain't got to fly out, but she said she would have.
Right.
But anyway, we did that. We made that shit happen. You know what I'm saying? It's Alonna Deville, not your average rap bitch, the lyrical assassin, underground's most money, and Bonnie motherfucking Dollars on the motherfucking song Rodeo.
It is so catchy. That's what I love about it. Like, it's real catchy.
Thank you.
Like, it's got that hook. Like, you listen to it, it just gets stuck in your head.
Yeah. It's a vibe.
And I also, I believe that I heard, and maybe it was just a rumor, but you know, I'll be listening because I'll be trying to keep up with the news, and you're one of my homies. But I had actually heard that maybe, you know, there was someone that had a similar song, and so you kind of thought about not using it. Is that true?
That's definitely factual. So I had wrote my song like in 2019. And in 2020, City Girls dropped a song called Rodeo. And the hook was kind of similar to mine, but, you know, of course they did something different than me because we're two completely different style artists. Right. And I was just like, oh my God, wait a second. I was like, I'm not even going to drop this shit. What's the point? But I did go ahead and drop it because they got their rodeo and I got my rodeo and Juvenile got his rodeo and motherfucking what's his name? Lil Nas X got his rodeo and
Old Town Road.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their rodeos and this is my rodeo. So I dropped my rodeo anyways. I was like, okay, my manager like, man, drop that shit. And I was like, serious. He was like, drop that shit.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I did get a little discouraged, but I dropped that shit.
No, that's good. It's a good song. You're very good at what you do. And
Thank you.
And before we let you go, why don't you go ahead and put over your social media, tell everybody where they can find you.
Guys, first, just Google me, okay?
Just
Alonna Deville, Alonna, Deville like the Cadillac. It's Alonna Deville on Instagram. It's Alonna Deville on Twitter. It's Alonna Deville on Facebook. And you can also visit my website, www.alonadeville.com. And please go ahead and like all of my fan pages, Alonna Deville fan page and Slugging Apparel. And just get into it. Don't miss out. Follow everything. Matter of fact, go subscribe to my OnlyFans too because that's popping too. It's popping. It's Alonna Deville After Dark. It's $20 a month. If you're too broke to afford it, don't come to me complaining that you can't afford it. But it's Alonna After Dark. It's $20. Subscribe.
Wait. Has a guy ever came and said, man, I want to see you naked, but I can't afford it?
Yes.
Did he have tape on his glasses?
Really?
Oh my God.
$20.
Hey.
To tell us that message, like I want to hear exactly how he put it.
I'm going to just say that they expected me to be on full-blown porn, so they complain because $20, do I get to see your tool? My tool? What is a tool? I thought me had tools. I don't have a tool. I got an innie, not an Audi.
Yeah.
I mean, don't when you think a tool, you think of
Yeah.
Okay, that's like a tool. You mean my tits? Okay, maybe you meant tits. Maybe you meant my tits, but I was like, my tool. I can't get over that shit. My tool.
That's totally crazy. That's
The
really,
internet is a scary
tool.
place.
men are really stupid. Like,
Yes.
Men will pay.
Oh my God.
Men will pay for anything.
Yeah. That men are.
Well, I guess apparently they won't.
No. Yeah. I guess not. Yeah.
What can I get for $4?
Tool is only a little more than $20, okay?
That's crazy. Alonna Deville, we love you. Thank you for coming on the show. You're
Love
my
you
favorite
back. Thanks for
rapper.
having me.
Oh, hey, it's Bay. And right now we're going to take a break and we're going to check out Rodeo by Alonna Deville right here on Cheap Pops Radio, sponsored by JMT Shirts, Cartoon U, and Loco Wrestling.
It's Alana Deville and Bonnie Dollar.
Like a rodeo, I'ma ride on that dick like a rodeo. Yeah, like a rodeo, I'ma saddle up and ride you like a rodeo. Uptown, 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 uptown. Like a rodeo, I'ma saddle up and ride you like a rodeo. Yeah. He was texting they plans, now I'm sending him peaches. Kitty cats with the hard eyes, boost reach up to my inner thighs. Caught you looking at my booty, now I see your dick, it's on the rise. Damn, the way I ride it caught him by surprise. So I ride him with no panties, fuck him like he won a Grammy. Started attention in my kitty, got me purring, ain't she pretty? If I fuck him off the Henny, he gon' say, damn girl, you litty. Yes, I'm litty, lit, take a seat up on a dick. And if he act right, I might take a licky lick. Got them wide ass hips, grip my tummy while you lick. I'ma hog tie him up on my rope, hope he loving my deep throat. I'm free hand bucking, don't get hung up while we fucking. Like a rodeo, I'ma ride on that dick like a rodeo. Yeah, like a rodeo, I'ma saddle up and ride you like a rodeo. Uptown, 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 uptown,
boy, they call it see-through. Ass fat, XC2. I'm hazmat, I kill a nigga. I only fuck with them triller niggas. I got them scared, I kill a nigga. Pull a dick out, let me feel it, nigga. Buy me dollars by the bag. Cash out by a bill, nigga. Stick out your tongue. Nigga, let me drive the boat. Fuck it, I'ma drive the yacht. Pull up on you like a dot. I can pass on the dick, but he gotta eat the box. Head game to advance. Toes curling in the socks. Got the nigga all tied. He can't even hit the block. You can't even keep a nigga, cause you don't make the pussy pop. Bop.
Like a rodeo, I'ma ride on that dick like a rodeo. Yeah, like a rodeo, I'ma saddle up and ride you like a rodeo. Uptown, 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 uptown. Like a rodeo, I'ma saddle up and ride you like a rodeo. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Cheap Pops Radio. It was so good catching up with Alonna Deville. We last actually had her on the show in December of 2020.
That's when it was. I was trying to remember.
December 2020 last time. So it was good catching up with her after about a year and a half. You know, we've all gone through Corona. The world's kind of opened back up. You know, I went back to local wrestling. You know, it's good catching up with cool people, man. That's the one thing I would love about this show is we branch out, we meet people of all walks of life.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and I was just, so while we were talking to her, I was looking at her on her feed. I was just going through all her feeds, and Jesus, she's hot. Like that Velma shit is one.
I really like Alonna Deville and, you know, the Velma outfit. You know, it's really good.
Yeah, dude, and that's the thing, dude. These thick women.
Whoa! Look, I'm tired. No, Ryan. Look, you're married. You need to leave my bed.
Yeah, what we talking about? We talking about women's in here?
We talking about my girl Alana Deville.
Yeah, that's why $20 Man in here, and he see the kind of women y'all into. Y'all need some soul searching. Y'all need to go to church more often. Y'all need to, good Lord. You know, and that's the thing about Ayla. She church girl. She more in line with $20 Man value than your ass. You don't be deserving kind of women
Alana
like her.
Deville is a church girl. And we found out tonight she does crochet.
She sure do.
But you're not allowed to talk about it because that's my girl.
No, $20 Man. No. Stop. And actually, move out of the way, you damn ass. Hey.
You know what, guys? Look, dude. I already made a promise to Maddie. If I see this piece of shit around me, I'm out of here. She's pissed.
Right.
Dude, my marriage is on the rocks because of this asshole.
Okay, Ryan. Just
No, I'm out, dude. I'm out. Yeah. I'm gone.
Yeah. God, Ryan's so dramatic.
Yeah, see, that kind of stuff, you know, he going through menopause right now, you know. You get
$20 Man, do you even know what's going on right now?
What thing's going on? One less nerd around here. That's always a good thing.
Okay, so listen, last week,
yeah.
you know, they said they saw you outside of Ryan's house at midnight.
No.
And then the cops showed up in the morning with a search warrant.
Nah, y'all.
His wife is blaming you. They found. They're saying that you pulled an Amber Heard.
Wait, nah.
They said that you, with all due respect, defecated.
Nah, son. $20 Man. $20. When you think of $20 Man, you think of class, dog, and it's high class. When you more elegant, you more articulate. Your language skills go up. Your mannerisms, they more on point. In German, you just be quiet. You're gonna learn one day how to propel yourself to the next level, son. $20 Man never shit on anybody. Y'all acting way out of line. $20 Man was on.
I'm gonna be fair. Like, I don't always agree with you, but I told Ryan that we need to consider the fact that it wasn't you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See.
And I get why Ryan is frustrated because Virginia took, you know. She kind of made a mess in my bed when she was mad at me. But, I let her go. That's the past. But, I understand why he's frustrated, but I don't think you would do that. But who would do that?
No, it ain't $20 Man. Y'all acting like $20 Man shit the bed around here or something, dog. Come on now.
Saying you did.
Nah, dog, that ain't $20 Man style. Look, this how it go down. Every now and then, $20 man show up around Brian Sean house because that dumbass leave his back blind open so $20 man can watch TVs when he need to. They got patio chair right there on the side, so he just pull up, watch whatever they watching. He be changing the chair too damn much though. Sometimes the show be getting good, you laughing, but that shit real life.
Just out of curiosity, like, what does Ryan Shaw like watching private when we're not around?
$20 man cannot deny nor confirm. Rainbow Bright be on there sometime. Rainbow Bright, My Little Pony, Care Bear, all that. He be telling his wife he be getting nostalgic or something.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Does he ever watch the Spice Channel?
He probably do. You know, he went back when him and $20 man was on speaking terms. He said he loved when it was gray and green on the screen, the all squiggly line. You be hearing them all screaming.
Oh, so he watches the Spice Channel without paying for it.
Back in the day, you know, nowadays, who know what going on.
Back in the day, y'all got that beef.
He be watching Star Trek like your dirty ass.
Like we were talking about rapper beefs with Alonna Deville. You and Ryan Sean, y'all got like a beef right now.
Oh, pretty much. He accusing $20 man of defecation, and that ain't right, son. Because the only time he be doing is when he come to the Cheap Pop studio. He save it all. He save his best for the end of the day. Actually, in a few minutes,
And
you're about to find out.
And I know Jerry told me that he was pretty sure that you were, I guess, you know, the political way to say it, like the nice way would be to say pee shy. You know, restroom shy. You have a hard time using the restroom in public.
You know, back when they first opened Astrodome in 1965, you know, it was a real problem because they have a big horse trough right there. And the $20 man go up there. He was over there with Milton Hamilton. And he was like, holy Toledo, $20 man cannot pee right now, Milton, because you looking over at him. And he looking over. And that motherfucker's penis was shaped like a triangle, dog. Ain't no lie, $20. Y'all laughing. That motherfucker pointy at the tip, dog. How did even water come out of there? How did he pee?
So you're saying he had like a hammerhead?
Basically, dog. But yeah, you know, that's the thing though. $20 man was on well, she don't be FaceTiming, dog. We was on that Facebook time where you be messaging and you get that phone out. You can't see that whole face, but Molly and $20 man was just FaceTime. That's all. That's all, dog.
So you're saying that it wasn't you.
Excuse $20
outside
man
of Shaw's home. You were on the phone with Molly.
The whole time, dog. You look up $20 man phone records, call Southwestern Bell. They get on top of it, dog. They'll tell you the truth. $20 man phone record, always in charge. He don't be paying his bill all the time, Southwestern Bell. But y'all know what y'all keeping them records, dog.
I don't know, but you know, Ryan. Ryan, let's be honest, like he's my brother, but he's always been a tad on the dramatic side.
Well, when you hang around losers like that, it kind of lower yourself, dog. You got Jeremy over here, he kind of bringing you down, but he don't bring you down as much as that loser did earlier. Good luck. My wife's bothering me, my wife. Man up, son. Grow some hair on your chest and on your knuckles and on your toes and grow up. Grow a pair. Tell that hoe you got to just chill out. God damn.
Ladies and gentlemen, a piece of advice to your
Amen.
significant other from the $20 man, and we're going to be right back here on Cheap Pops Radio, sponsored by JMT Shirts, Loco Wrestling, Cartoon U, and
what kind of magazines you got up in there? $20 man got to drop off some cargoes.
Why does my card say sponsored by the TDC?
Yeah, all day, all long.
I didn't even write that.
TDC, where it's at, that's how they sponsoring this shit now too, dog.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back. Cheap Pops Radio.
It's your boy $20 man, repping Jamie Martinez's hottest merch table in the game.
Whoa. It's Jaime Martinez.
And shut up, Thomas Bond. Let $20 man do this commercial the right way. Look, hottest merch table got the largest inventory of shirts, WWF, ECW, WCW, Mexico, and even Japan. Give them a follow on Instagram at hottest merch table in the game. Or on Facebook, just plain old Jamie Martinez.
What a shirt. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Cheap Pops Radio. And man, you know, some of the things I kind of want to bring up, like Dave Chappelle, like a comedian. You know, he literally got stormed on stage by a young kid that felt, you know, he had a grudge that he had to finish. And he didn't have a gun, he had like a fake gun, but apparently that fake gun could eject a knife.
Damn, dog. And as Dan Chappelle said, that man had spongy hair.
Dave
Yeah, that's what $20 man just said. And that man had spongy hair, and that shit was absorbent as fuck. That's what that man. It ain't crunchy like your hair. Your hair crunchy, dog.
You know the one thing I want to point out,
Yep.
like comedy is kind of becoming one of those kind of dying breeds. But I want to point out the difference. Chris Rock is a comedian.
Yep.
You know, he's at the Oscars. He gets slapped by Will Smith. Nothing happens to Will Smith except he wins an Oscar later on that night and then gets a standing ovation. You know what happened to the kid that stormed Dave Chappelle?
They broke that
He
man.
got an old school ass whipping. By the time it was done, his arm was bent the wrong way.
Dude, he stepped up to the wrong Dave Chappelle.
Will
That's
Smith. Go ahead, sir.
No. Fuck. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, sir. But anyway, Will Smith high class. Will Smith high class. You know, his shit don't stink, dog. This man with them nappy shit locks going down the side of his head and then that little poof at the top. That man was disturbed. He needed to be taken out. Will Smith on another level. That man up high. He never do nothing wrong. He was protecting his family. That's what that man said in his Oscar speech. They need to kick that man out. He slapped the taste out of his mouth. I'll tell you one thing. $20 man gonna tell you one thing right now. You talk bad about Molly, he slapped the taste out of your mouth, son. Right now, you better not do it. You thinking about it, your wheels, your gears spinning in your head, but you don't ever play with $20 man like that.
You're not Molly from Ireland?
Yeah, don't ever talk
I thought y'all broke up.
Hey, it's complicated. That's what it's saying, $20 man relationship status on Facebook right now,
she
dog.
made a post the other day, the $20 man's taking a piss out of me and I've never talked to him.
Oh no, she be saying that all the time. No, she be saying that all the time. But what she do is she'll get a fake profile, look at $20 man be blocking her, but then she have a way to find his profile, and then she'll be like, "Hey, my boy, you're taking the piss out of me again, $20 man, and your boys Thomas Barnes and Jerry." $20 man.
Molly actually unfriended me.
It be happening, dog.
And she unfriended like most of the crew. Like because we used to have like 15 mutual friends, and then now it's like 4.
Well,
I'm still kind of curious who the last 4 are left. Those are probably the only lap dogs that still put up with it.
Dog, that rainbow fading, that pot of gold getting further and further away, that rainbow getting diminished, dog. You know, we building a wall around islands. You know, it's all around Scotland because that shit filthy.
We made the Scots pay for that wall.
Yeah, we're going to build it on islands and then make the Scottish people pay for that shit, dog. It's genius. Genius, dog.
Meanwhile, we're getting filtered out.
Hey, you know the crazy thing about, Chris Rock? The crazy thing about Dave Chappelle. I remember when I was a kid in the 80s watching like Eddie Murphy Raw. I remember Sam Kinison. I remember Andrew Dice Clay. Who else did we have back in the day?
Dude, Bill Hicks.
Carlin?
Bill Hicks was spitting fire.
Dennis Leary.
You know, and then back in the day, W.C. Field, Buster Keaton, Charlie Chaplin's, them whole vaudeville days was wild, dog.
But it's like the world used to could withstand comedy. Comedians had that. It's a comedian. Like, you're not talking shit to be a dick. You're talking shit because it's funny.
Yeah, but comedians don't give a shit anymore. Comedians are like, "Fuck you, man. I'll go down with a ship."
But that's what's happening now.
I love it.
Before it was ignored, but now they're actually having to go down with
we kind of having a renaissance. They was going down with the ship, dog, but now the ship coming back out of the water and culture cancel on its way out. So you can see it dying. It ain't as powerful. Ain't as powerful as it used to be. Because you was trying to cancel $20 man for the longest, and that shit ain't work because here he is still to this day. And he probably going to be hosting the show next month. Get ready for that. Y'all get ready,
until
dog.
Everybody finds out what you did to Ryan Shaw's car.
Hey, nope. That is a bald-faced lie, son, and you're going to get sued. Say that one more time. You're gonna get sued, dog.
You gonna call the authority?
You're gonna get sued, dog. Don't worry about it. Judge Peterman.
You're the herpes of radio. Who's gonna take your side?
$20 man be prosecuting. He be investigating. Y'all laughing? $20 man got disabilities. His breath hot. His herpes get all out of whack sometime, and you laughing about it.
See?
How many outbreaks did you have this week?
It happens sometime, dog. Especially when he gets stressed. Y'all be stressing 20, and when he eat that little case
So
off.
how long have you had herpes?
Shit, patient zero over here, dog. Patient zero.
Plausible.
And you mentioned Little Caesars. And we want to give a special shout out to Little Caesars. They're our new sponsor here on Cheap Pops Radio. We'll be debuting their new commercial here pretty soon.
Yeah, they be coming through. They be coming through for $20, man. Many a
And
meal.
a special shout out Jerry Futch for actually getting that partnership started. Like, who did you actually talk to, Jerry, to kind of get Little Caesars on our side?
He was an assistant manager in Cyprus.
Really?
Yeah.
So you actually worked for Little Caesars?
No. I don't even think they get
Wait,
paid.
You were an assistant manager, or you boned an assistant manager?
Guys,
Hey, we talking about the past, though. Seriously, dog. The
Bitches
past
always
is the
be
past,
talking about
dog.
the past.
You know, in 20, there ain't no shame in working a little case on, dog. You gotta do your thing. $20 man just last year came up in his memory. $20 man was shift manager at Jack in Box, dog.
No, you were a shift manager.
Yeah, no, he was.
Bro.
Dog, come on.
You were the drive-through cracker.
Yeah, because the shit manager be doing everything.
The
shit manager be going doing everything, dog.
You sat there and you're like, "This $20 man, can I take your order?"
Yeah, he gotta do that. He gotta run cashier. He gotta fry all them peppers and the fry and all that shit.
My
dog.
daughter Madison complained because when she went through that Jack in the Box location,
hey, we had a
you
prayer.
asked her and her assorted friends, "Do y'all really need 50 tacos?"
No. But listen, we have prayer circle. Actually, I told $20 man told her, no. Listen, dog. We told her, it was like Madison's. Actually, pull over to the side. Your order gonna come out in a minute. And $20 man do this when he be ministering to the people. He be, he give a good witness to the crowd. You know, he be preaching on part times. And he had a prayer circle. We was praying for her. Sorry that Thomas Bond, your daddy. $20 man adopt you if he need to, but we gonna pray for you. You're gonna get through this. To every season there's change. It's in the Bible somewhere. Look that shit up. But we was praying. We was having prayer circle. Jack in the Box. It was a good job. Just shit ain't working out. Pandemic over. Less demand. Shit manager be doing everything.
So why did you get fired from Jack in the Box?
Oh, you think your $20 man got fired, dog?
Well, what happened? You don't
just
work
better
anymore.
Opportunities. Future endeavor.
You got future endeavor by Jack.
No, $20 man future endeavor day ass, dog. No. You tripping. First thing, then you gonna say $20 man took a shit in Jack in the Box. Dog, come on now.
Did you?
No, dog. $20 man don't do that kind of stuff.
Whole
no.
they started?
Y'all is crazy, man.
It's actually pretty plausible.
$20 man just had gotten a weird situation.
Jack in the Box though, when you're drunk, those tacos hit different.
That taco go hard, dog.
They're like 2 or 3 in the morning when you're just trash and you've been drinking.
And that's why you in the shape you in, dog.
And watching what I like to do, sometimes late on late night on Saturdays, is I'll drink way too much beer and I'll smoke way too much of the funny stuff. And then I'll watch old school WWE Network.
And
then I'll watch Triple H versus The Rock in a 2 out of 3 falls match. And before that match starts, you got to go to Jack in the Box.
And then
because you down a jumbo jack and 4 tacos, and that match is over.
Yeah, and then after that, you start calming down. And you start realizing how life really is, and then you cry, you sad, you be using your tears as lubricant, and you start jerking away, just crying, but you got them tears coming down to help you out, dog. Yep. That's Thomas Bond style, yo.
We're gonna take a break. Thank you, Little Caesars. Thank you, Local Wrestling. JMT Shirts and Cartoon Neil. We'll be right back here on Cheap Pops Radio.
This is $20 Man, and for years, $20 Man been known as the Mama Killer, but $20 Man also known as the Pizza Killer.
And this is Thomas the Ref, and I too was stalked by a savage 403.
Yo, Barnes, that's the wrong commercial, bro.
Oh, fuck.
Is you looking for a pizza that's hot and ready like Thomas Born Mama? Then look no further than Lil K's All Pizza in Tomball, Texas, the official, unofficial sponsor of Cheap Pops Radios.
Whoa, $20 Man, it's Little Caesars.
Well, damn it, son, that's what $20 Man just said. And then, listen, y'all, this pizza be hot, ready, and baked by the finest chef in the pizza industry, dog.
All right. Little Caesars in Tomball, Texas is currently located at 1500 Graham Drive, right in the heart of Tomball and about 5 minutes away from the Cheap Pops production studio.
$20 Man always been a fan of the finer things in life.
I'm a big fan of the sausage. The girth and the texture just get my taste buds popping.
Well, gents, there's one slice left, and I only had one piece.
Hey, you better watch your mouth, bitch, and respect your elder. $20 Man always get the last slice of the pie, dog.
Whoa, look, it's my studio in my apartment, and I live in Tomball, Texas. Whoa,
whoa, no, wait.
What are you doing, guy? Hey, come on.
$20 Man, just like Little K's, always come out on top. And remember, if you're looking for something hot and ready, just like Thomas Ball Mama be doing, choose our unofficial, official sponsor, Little K's in Tomball, Texas, dog. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Cheap Pop Radios. In the studio with $20 Man Thomas, born unfortunately, and Jeremy Fuck. And Fuck. Yeah, that's what $20 Man just said. But you know, it's a crazy week. Last week was Monumental Week. It's always a good week of the year. We had Mother Day. We got Star Trek Day.
Star Wars.
That's
May
what
the Fourth be with you.
Yeah, that's what $20 Man talking about. Y'all with that pew pew, all that bullshit. Y'all nerd. You know, but it's just one of them things, you know, and they got $20 Man thinking, you know, he was just looking at himself and he realizing, you know, all this heat that $20 Man getting lately, you know, just with the shitting in the back seat. You know, it make $20 Man look back and say, what $20 Man doing to make people be thinking that $20 Man taking a deuce in the back of their seats? You know, and that's just one of the things you got to reflect on yourself sometimes, dog. You gotta get introspective, dog.
I mean, since we're being introspective,
yeah,
I think we need to point out, like, you literally wear the shittiest clothes of any person.
Nah, son, come on now.
You have the worst breath.
Nah, dog, that's a disability. You making fun of people's disability?
Calm down.
Okay.
The question I want to ask is, why wouldn't anyone think you would do that? Because I think...
Come on, y'all.
I'll be honest, I don't think you would do that to Brian Shawn, but I think you would do that to somebody else that maybe made you do it.
It had to be a really crazy situation. So you like even though we be going through shit, you like a son to $20 Man. It's just set in stone. That's the way it is for eternity till your age. And when you go, $20 Man gonna keep on going, and 200 years from now, he gonna get another son. But that's the thing, you know, Jeremy Fudge, you just whatever you is. But anyway, that's the thing. It's just one of the things. You got to look back in yourself, you know. It's a big picture. $20 Man starting to see the big picture around here, dog. And it ain't all about $20 Man all the time. Isn't that weird for $20 Man to be saying shit like that, dog?
Well, you know, $20 Man, that's another thing, too. Like, you go to these wrestling shows, and you sit with these marks, and y'all drink excessive amounts of alcohol.
Mark Daddy.
Like the Mark Daddy, like y'all smoke massive amounts.
$20 Man, the Mama Killer. That's what you're getting wrong.
I mean, y'all smoke massive amounts of, you know, cannabis, to be frank. Like, what in you makes you be that way? Like,
well, see, the thing
you
was...
You might be the biggest mark I know.
No, it ain't a mark situation, dog. It's just $20. No, $20 Man. No. You got it all wrong. After everything $20 Man done for wrestling, you're going to go out of your way to insult him. And you laughing, but this shit's serious because he spent for decades building up Mid-South South. And then after that shit folded, after 40 years later, that shit folded, Vince McMahon's, you asshole. You know what you did. But that's the thing. $20 Man managed, he produced, he booked, he clean up, he tear it down, he do it all, he do whatever it take, and now he in his twilight years and he hanging around with the fans. They ain't the marks, they the real fans. They don't live in their mama's basement. They all just, they be working hard ass shoot jobs and they won't be partying with the man of the people, $20 man.
So I missed something. I was gone for a few weeks. Mid-South South, is that like your promo group? What is that? I've never heard of it before. I've never heard of it before.
First of all, we need to take a trip to Dalhart, Texas. All three of us.
Wait, nobody needs to go to Dalhart.
Yeah, you do. Son, don't be talking about $20.
Like last time I was in Dalhart.
You live in Tomball, son.
Last time I went to the Dairy Queen in Dalhart. Like, they didn't have any taco sauce for
You was a lie. They don't be having a Dairy Queen in Dalhart's, dog. You was a lie. They too small to be having Dairy Queens,
what
dog.
What do they have in Dalhart?
Dairy Inn, dog. Come on now. Get it right. You laughing, dog. That's how we be doing it out there, dog.
Boy. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great week on Cheap Pops Radio. Ryan Shaw, thank you. I don't know what to say about $20 Man. Alonna Deville, your bae, thank you. Jerry Futch, thank you. And on that note, we'll see you next time here on Cheap Pops Radio, sponsored by Little Caesars, Local Wrestling, JMT Shirts, and Cartoon.
Fuck you, Thomas Bourne.
I hate $20 Man.
Hey, now look, Molly, $20 Man gonna be serious for a moment, and you know, lately, $20 Man been introspective lately, and he realizing the things he been doing wrong in life, and one of the things he been doing wrong is the way he handling you, and he didn't realize, you know, this one of them Tiffany's that he have in his brain. He had a Tiffany the other day, and he said, you know, the fact that Molly be looking at $20 Man page, even though she blocked, that's some dedication right there. That means you care about $20 Man, and you care. You be scoping out what $20 Man doing, because he a man that always in action, and he a man with a busy life. But you know, you take the time out of your day with your fake profile to look at $20 Man page, and that's dedication, girl. Come on.
Dance a jig for a girl. See, this is the problem with you American boys and your fucking feelings. Just want to spill it out like I give a fuck. I'm here for a shag, or I were. Weren't I? You haven't the bollocks to live in Ireland, boy.
Well, girl, come on now. You know, we throw a little couple of pizza roll your way. You be singing a different tune. You know about them pizza roll, don't you, girl? Come on. We be getting down. We have a good time. Come on, get back with $20 Man. Let's just put this foolishness aside, girl. We need to grow up and mature, girl. We need to move this relationship to the next level, girl. We right here, but we can sky the limit, girl.
Oh, you want a relationship, do you? You're Sex in the City. Don't wave your first world decadence and your Totino's pizza rolls in my face. This girl ain't got time for your fancy life and your trappings. That's how I get caught up in it in the first place. I throw you 1 foot pick and all of a sudden you're McDonald's this and not potted meat that.
God damn, girl, is you sure you ain't from Scotland, girl? You acting a little off right now, girl. What the hell going on? The Irish people be having more class, dog. This might be something about building a wall, but no, $20 Man want to work on this relationship. You playing hard to get. You arguing with $20 Man all the time. We going to get through this because $20 Man introspected. He realizing he had fault. And you got your faults, but $20 Man ain't going to hold it against you, girl.
You poor lad, I have bills to pay. I can't be messing around with a man named $20 Man. I need $50, $70, $100 man. You promised me fish and chips and you delivered small fries and a sardine.
Hey, shit, that's just sometimes you gotta get convenient, girl. And $20 be adding up the same. You put 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, that shit be adding up, girl. And you know it all add up the same. What you worried about the denomination or how it be adding up 50, 60? Come on, girl. Come on now. $20 Man about value.
Well, this girl isn't about value. I've had plenty of that Irish bullshit. I went to America to find a real man, and, well, what I found was you. What I found was just terribly, terribly disappointing. I could have found that in Scotland or Wales.
God damn, girl. What you doing with $20, man? You playing. You playing too much.
Oh, you think I'm playing? You're done to me, as dead to me as Sinead O'Connor. We're over.
Oh, Lord have mercy. She did the ball hole reference. It's over. Is it really over, Molly? Come on, don't do this to $20, man. He come all the way out here for you, girl, and you go through this to $20, man.
Hey, this is an all-game jam. Dope man's got another big plan to sell it to you or anyone again. Because this is much better than minimum wage. No matter how things work, he's still gonna get. Think about it for a minute more. It's either working McDonald's or the corner store. A quick money fix from a deal or two. And then the city comes down. What would you do? You take a welfare state or a dope man's fate and keep the cycle spinning around. Dope man's got the upper hand. People wanting it as much as they can because its reasons they'll always stay the same. And for some people, it's the only way to stay. Think about it for a minute more. A life of crime or hanging around the liquor store. A quick drug fix to get you through. And then the city comes down. What would you do? You take a welfare state or a dope man's fate and keep the cycle spinning around. Dope man. 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 When the city comes down, what would you do? You take a welfare state or a dope man's fate. Keep the cycle spinning around. Dope man. 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 Got another big 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 plan.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to Cheap Pops Radio, sponsored by JMT Shirts and Cartoon U. Be sure to follow us on all social media platforms at Cheap Pops Radio, and you can reach us at cheappopsradio@gmail.com for anything you'd like to know about Cheap Pops Radio and Cheap Pops Coast to Coast.